Hey guys, we are back again for another muscle video. Again, it's not going to be a true review because they either look like the thing or they don't. So that's what we're going to be discussing today as we look at not one, but two packs of the worst muscle from Super7. So these guys come on gray card backs. These are the WonderCon exclusive clear variants for the worst. So I had to pick them up just because they were clear, because they're translucent. I have a stupid thing for translucent plastic. They come on same kind of cards we've seen with other figures in this line. We've got Robot Reaper on the card art on the front, and there is some cross-sell on the back with the other lines that they offer. So let's pull these guys out and take a closer look. All right guys, so here is our spread of 6 muscle figures, and I'm just going to go through each of them individually, but these might be a little bit more difficult than usual to pick up on camera just because of the fact that they're fully translucent. So a lot of that finer detail is going to be lost in the lighting or because of my background, so just bear with me I suppose on this one, but I can tell you with certainty that they do, for one, like I mentioned, look like the thing they're trying to look like. These definitely look very much like the 6 worst characters that Super7 produces. Honestly, there is a lot more detail in these guys than I had expected, and as usual, I am again interested in yet another property. So let's just take a look at each of them one by one, and I'll show you what they have to offer. First up, we have got Bachelor. So as the name kind of implies, he is a Dracula type character. He is in a suit. He's got a vampiric bat head. And what I think is really cool about this figure, outside of the outstanding amount of sculpted detail in the face and ears, is that he has a removable weapon, which seems to be a common thing for these figures. He's got that bone club with the skull on the top of it, which I think is just awesome. And surprisingly, a lot of detail even on that tiny little skull. Next up, we've got the Gas Phantom. This guy very much looks like an old pulp kind of character. He's got the gas tanks on his back. We've got the goggles. He's got a very simplistic design in comparison to some of the other figures, but he's got that cool removable blaster pistol, which I'm assuming is maybe some sort of a gas gun. Again, I don't really know anything about these guys, but his design looks really cool. It goes back to those old days of pulp magazines, sci-fi kind of stories, and he looks very, very cool despite being maybe one of the more less detailed figures. One of my favorite figures in this little lineup so far is the Robot Reaper. He's the guy that's on the front of the packaging. He is, as you guess, he is a Grim Reaper, but he has a robot head, which has a lot of sculpted detail on it. He has a humongous scythe weapon that is, again, something that is removable, which I find really cool for these little figures. A lot of sculpted detail in his tattered robes. You can see his robo foot down there, and all in all, a very, very cool character, and one that I think I might need in reaction figure form now. A figure that I wasn't sure I really cared about until I turned him around. We have got X2 the Unknown. This guy again has a removable weapon, kind of a big 6-barrel pistol, and he's just a basic design on the front. He's just got an X for a mask and an X over his chest, but when you turn him around, he has got an exposed back of his head, which looks robotic. He's got some paneling on his back, and all in all makes for an interesting design, which kind of fits his The Unknown name. This guy is one that I was bound to like just based on his design. We've got Snake Tut. He has a removable snake staff, which is a king cobra. He has a snake head. He has a pharaoh design. He very much reminds me of Power Slave Eddie from Iron Maiden, which really does it for me. And all in all, a lot of detail on that face and on the wrappings all over his body, and just a cool design. Who doesn't like a snake mummy? And then last but not least, we had a snake mummy previously. Now we have a skeleton knight with black Falcon, and I think this figure might be my favorite. Probably my favorite, then Snake Tut, and then the Robot Reaper. But this guy has a lot of detail on him. He's got those double horns, he's got the big sword, he's got a full set of knight's armor, and then of course he has a skeleton head. Who doesn't want a skeleton in their collection? And every toy line is better with a nice skeleton warrior, and this guy really rounds things out very nicely for me. So yeah, at the end of the day, I'm again happy with another muscle purchase from Super7, even for something that I don't have any attachment to as far as the property goes. I think they're cool designs. I like that they are somewhat familiar with their designs, but also very different at the same time. Some are better than others. I really, really like that Black Falcon and Snake Tut and Robot Reaper, but the others are cool too in their own ways. I'm probably going to have to pick up at least the red colorway at this point, and I feel that I've got a reaction figure purchase coming as well, but we'll see how long I can hold off, because do I truly need to go down that road? They are very cool figures. I'm glad I got them. I really dig the clear colorway aspect. I guess it's not really a colorway, uncolorway aspect of these figures, and I am very, very happy happy that Super7 made these available to people that were not at the convention. So that's going to do it for this look at the WonderCon exclusive, the worst muscle from Super7. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching, guys, and until next time.